Your box has arrived, and inside you've got a few things. First off is this, which has a QR code and a short link that brings you to this video that you're already watching, so congratulations, you've already completed step 1. Toss that to the side. This one just has a cross-sectional cutaway that tells you all the different part pieces and everything and shows you how it goes together once it's all assembled. That you can set to the side and reference later if need be. And then this is what we're all here for. This tiny little bag has the actual lens assembly, and it is put together to guarantee fitment, but you can take that apart because we will need to do that for assembly. All the pieces fit together nice and tight so that they shouldn't vibrate loose when the laser is actually running. This one is the lens body itself. This is the lens lock ring that holds the lens in place. This is the fancy air assist nozzle that's made out of aluminum, and then this is just a little, basically, gripper helper installing tool. So let's head on over to the laser and show you how to get this assembled. Before we start, just make sure to turn the power off on your machine, that way you don't accidentally electrocute yourself or damage anything that way. Just turn the power off, unplug it, just an extra little bit of safety. So first off, remove the faceplate. It'll just pull straight off because it's magnetic. Secondly, pull off the air assist hose and kind of just like tuck it back out of your way. And then next thing we gotta do is remove this little air assist nozzle joint elbow thingamajig, and that just unscrews and pops off. You can just set that to the side, throw it in the garbage, whatever you want to do. Next, unscrew this lock ring. Set that to the side as we will be reusing that. And then you can remove the entire assembly. If your Z-axis is too high, you can always manually lower it just by turning this screw counterclockwise. And then that will give you enough room to pull out the entire assembly. This you can set it aside and keep it as spares if you like. If the lens is too dirty and broken, then you can probably just toss it. And so now we will take the new lens body along with the little tool helper piece and just drop that into place, and then take the lens body lock ring and thread that onto it. Obviously, try and be careful when threading it on so that you don't cross thread it. My best way to do that is to kind of turn backwards a little bit until you feel it go past the threads, and then start actually threading it in. For now, this doesn't need to be super tight because we'll just be rotating it all into place for the air assist hose. Next, you'll take the actual air assist nozzle and thread that onto the bottom of the body itself. And again, don't forget you can always move the Z-axis to give yourself a little more room. Now, the threading on these are all purposefully tight so that when you are actually using the laser, it doesn't just vibrate itself loose and fall apart. That being said, once it gets snug, that is as tight as it needs to be. You don't need to go Hulk Hogan and torque it down to like 150 foot-pounds. Just snug will do. Now you can kind of aim this air assist inlet up with where the hose would normally come in. So just aim that so that it's in the approximate area that it needs to be, and then you can tighten down this lock ring. And like I said before, finger tight, no need to go crazy on it. And then just remove your little tool. Now we're going to take our lens and carefully, without trying to get your greasy fingerprints or anything like that, and just kind of set that into place. If you need to, take like one of your swabs, make sure it's sitting in there nice. And then this is the lock ring that holds the lens in place. And this just simply threads onto the top. This one might be a little fiddly just because it's small and it's a tight area, but it all threads on. And again, finger tight, just holds it into place. And if when you do that, this bottom part rotates, that's fine, because in the end, we can just turn it back so that everything's lined up. Make sure everything's nice and tight. And now we can just kind of push this air assist hose on. And there we go. And now you have successfully installed your new lens assembly. For maintenance and cleaning, all you need to do is unscrew this top part, and that will give you full access to the lens so that you can remove it, clean it, replace it, whatever need be.